Keith, how's it going with Thompson Foods?
Oh, Shane, it's almost there. I'll wrap it up today for sure.
Yeah, I've got an appointment at 2 p.m., so I'm heading out now. Then I'll come along. But I'm in charge of Thompson Foods, and the negotiations are going well. It's fine. It's fine.
My name is Keith. I've been in sales for 4 years at a company that manufactures kitchen equipment. A Thompson Foods, a major player in the food industry, is a contract I've been trying to secure for the past month. My boss Shane, who couldn't even get an appointment with Thompson a year ago and dumped the whole thing on me, now seems to want to step back in when the contract is almost in hand. But I can't really say no to Shane, my boss, so we both end up going to negotiate with Thompson Foods. After giving our company name and name at the reception on the ground floor, we were taken to the production control department on the 7th floor.
Kevin, thanks for taking the time for this meeting despite your busy schedule.
As I greeted Kevin, the head of manufacturing management at Thompson Foods, he seemed a bit more flustered than usual.
I've been waiting for you. Keith, I have a request today. Our president, Mr. Thompson, also wants to join today's meeting. Is that all right?
Yes, I understand. Is hearing that Mr. Thompson would personally attend the meeting. My heart started racing. The door opened slowly and Mr. Thompson entered. As I greeted him nervously, Mr. Thompson turned to me and smiled.
So, you're Keith. I've heard you managed to persuade our big demons. Haha, that's Kevin's nickname. We get salespeople from various companies, but if we were to have meetings with all of them, there wouldn't be enough time in the day.
I see.
So, we've decided to only have meetings with companies that Kevin approves of. It must have been tough getting this far.
Mr. Thompson said this with a smile, while Kevin, looking rather stern, seemed to crack a smile for a moment.
You've got a strong and good junior on your team.
Kevin said this to Shane. And so the meeting began, including Mr. Thompson, and we successfully secured a new contract for kitchen equipment. As I stood up relieved, Mr. Thompson made an invitation.
Next month, on the second Sunday, my youngest daughter turns 20. We're planning a birthday party, and if it's convenient for you, would you like to come?
A birthday party for your daughter.
Ending the birthday party of a president's daughter I've never met seemed out of place for ordinary employees like us.
As I was thinking of declining, of course. Absolutely.
Shane had replied without consulting me. Mr. Thompson was overjoyed, and there was no room for me to decline. Shane, why did you say we'd attend? A birthday party for a president's daughter. We've never met. Are we out of our depth? After leaving Thompson Foods headquarters, I complained to Shane. Don't be silly. If we bring a timely gift to the party and get his daughter to like us, it could be a real stroke of luck. Shane just grinned smugly. I was internally dumbfounded, thinking such a thing was impossible, but I couldn't say anything. A few days later, an actual invitation to the daughter's birthday party from Mr. Thompson arrived, and I resigned myself to the fact that I couldn't decline. The invitation had the name of his daughter, who would be turning 20 next month. Emily, huh? What kind of person is she? This is tough. I have no idea what to get for a woman I've never met, let alone a president's daughter. As I sat in my living room chair pondering, my sister Julia playfully tapped me on the back.
Hey, she's Pad Rambo. You're thinking out loud.
It seems I was talking to myself a bit too loudly. As I chuckled awkwardly, Julia, perhaps out of curiosity, sat down next to me to hear more.
It's rare to see you struggling with a gift for a girl.
Yeah, that's right. I've been invited to a client's daughter's birthday party, but since I've never met her, I have no idea what she likes.
In that case, isn't this the perfect opportunity to show off your special talent?
Julia's words reminded me of my hobby of making music boxes. I became fascinated with music boxes during a field trip in my junior year of high school to a music box museum. After researching, I found out I could make them myself, and it became my sole hobby. This with hand-cranked music boxes, you can play your favorite songs by punching holes in a metal sheet known as the movement inside the music box. Come to think of it, Julia is about the same age as Emily. Hey, Julia, can you tell me what kind of songs 20-year-olds like these days?
Well, maybe songs from popular dramas or trendy anime soundtracks. Those usually have tracks that everyone knows.
Julia played me some songs she downloaded on her phone. Catchy for the music box I've been working on, which can change tunes midway. I took quite some time to select and create sheets for 3 songs. The outcome was great. I made the box a special one. I crafted the box and fitted the mechanical parts inside. At a familiar workshop, I used a laser engraving machine to imprint musical staves and notes on the sides of the box. I even made holes in the round parts of the notes so the music box's sound would emanate from there. After about 3 weeks, the music box was complete. On the day of the birthday party, I headed to Mr. Thompson's house as mentioned in the invitation. Entering the gate, a beautiful garden came into view. The well-maintained bushes and flower beds were impressive. I exchanged greetings with 2 helpers at the entrance and was led to the living room. The moment I saw the luxurious marble dining table in the spacious living room, easily over 40 square meters, I felt a bit intimidated. The guests were all dressed in elegant, high-end suits and dresses, easy to spot. Shane and I felt quite out of place. All I wanted was to give the gift and leave as soon as possible. While I was thinking this, the party started and Mr. Thompson stood in a prominent spot in the room to begin his greeting. Thank you all for gathering here today to celebrate my youngest daughter Emily's birthday. Amidst the applause, Evan raised his glass. Let's toast to Emily's 20th birthday. Next to Mr. Thompson, a beautiful woman with long black hair reaching down her back bowed gracefully. She must be his daughter. After some greetings, the guests began presenting their birthday gifts to Emily. There were exquisite bouquets, brand-name bags, and jewelry, all appearing quite luxurious. But as I watched in awe, Shane also handed Emily a gift. It looked like a bracelet from a famous brand. After handing it over, Shane noticed me and came over.
What did you bring? Keith.
Well, my gift isn't something I bought. Actually, I make music boxes as a hobby, so I've brought a handmade music box for today's gift. Showing him the paper bag with the music box. Shane snatched it up.
For being incredibly rude. A cheap handmade music box as a gift for the president's daughter. What were you thinking? Apologize to Emily. Go buy a proper gift right now.
Stunned by his sudden outburst, I couldn't respond as Shane yelled at me. I hadn't expected to be scolded at the party, but maybe giving a handmade music box to a woman I was meeting for the first time was indeed impolite. Speechless and ashamed, I could only stand there, head down. The living room fell silent, a tense atmosphere hanging in the air. Then Emily approached us.
Excuse me? There's a paper bag for me as a birthday present. Could you please give it to me? I want to cherish the feelings of everyone who gave me a gift.
Hearing this, Shane hesitantly handed over the paper bag he had taken from me to Emily.
Thank you so much. I've never seen the handmade music box before. I'm delighted. May I open it?
I managed to answer nervously, and Emily, still smiling, took the music box out of the paper bag.
Is this handmade? It's, incredibly beautiful.
She was fascinated by the music box and picked up the sheet music included.
Oh, this is amazing. How does it work?
Well, you open this part and set the sheet inside. Then close the lid and turn the handle.
Feeling a bit happy, I walked past Shane to explain how the music box works to Emily. As the handle turned, a gentle metallic sound filled the room. Suddenly, the previously tense atmosphere in the living room seemed to warm up a bit.
That's incredible. I thank you. I love this song, Ship BM. Oh, that's so beautiful.
After the song finished playing, Emily said this with joy and even clapped her hands. Her applause quickly spread throughout the room. Emily seems to like the music box gift the most, said Mr. Thompson, who came over smiling at Emily and then turning to me with kind words.
Keith, seeing my daughter so innocently happy like this. I wonder how many years it's been. Thank you for such a wonderful gift. While making this music box, you must have thought of Emily, whom you've never met, and put your heart into it.
Hatchery seemed to truly enjoy it, playing each of the 3 music sheets I had included, changing them one by one, and happily turning the handle. I'm really glad you liked it. As I said this, Shane muttered behind me.
I went out of my way to buy a $300 bracelet, only to be outdone by such a cheap-looking gift. How embarrassing.
Suddenly, Emily's expression turned displeased, and she walked briskly over to Shane.
Hey, what's your name, please?
Sam?
Shane, thank you for the bracelet. I'll say that what I like is a cheap-looking music box. The music box has just become my treasure. And you're belittling my treasure as cheap-looking.
He confronted by Emily's forceful gaze. Shane was completely taken aback.
No, I didn't mean that. I'm terribly sorry.
After bowing deeply, seemingly too embarrassed to stay, Shane hastily left the room and didn't return to the party. Then came Monday, the start of a new week. I had a meeting scheduled at Thompson Foods, so I tried to involve Shane.
I'm good. I'll leave it to you.
Shane said with a wry smile, and since then he avoided any involvement with Thompson Foods. As for me, Emily had approached me on my way out of the birthday party.
I had to learn how to make music sheets myself. Is you mind teaching me?
Emily really seemed to like the music box. I couldn't decline such a delightful request, so now I spend every weekend at Mr. Thompson's house teaching her how to make music sheets. Emily is quick to learn and eager, making teaching her a rewarding experience. When she learns to make the music sheets herself, she wants to try making the box part too. So I plan to continue being her music box tutor for a while. I wonder what kind of melody she will create and how her beautiful smile will look when she completes her own music box. I'm really looking forward to it, but on the other hand, I can't help feeling a little sad that once Emily learns to make music boxes on her own, we might not spend as much time together. I want to see her smile more, but like a music box that eventually comes to an end. I know these happy times are finite. I decide not to think too much about it and do my best in what I can. With this in mind, I visit Mr. Thompson's house as usual, where unusually, he is relaxing on the living room sofa, listening to the sounds of the music box coming from Emily's room.
It's a beautiful sound. I'd like to learn how to make it myself if I had the time. Emily seems to have taken a real liking to you.
I replied nervously, and he continued,
Thank you for a birthday gift that surpasses even a $10,000 purse or jewelry. I want to express my gratitude again. Then it's a joy for me, and my wife is thrilled too, to see Emily so engrossed in something. How about joining us for dinner at our house sometime?
As I stood there, stunned by the invitation, Emily came downstairs from her room.
Thank you. Head Dad through, I don't know. I've always wanted to properly thank him for teaching me.
Seemingly having overheard our conversation, Emily joined in, trying to seal the promise.
Don't mention it. Consider it my fee for being a music box tutor.
There's still so much I want to learn, and it's going to be a long-term commitment, right? A teacher.
Being Emily's mischievous smile, there was no way I could decline the invitation. And just like that, I found myself with a standing invitation to Mr. Thompson's house, not just for teaching music boxes. Absolutely, his daughter has a thing for you, big bro. Show me her picture next time. My sister Julia said with a grin when I told her at home. She's the daughter of a president and a client at that. So what? Go for it. Catch a big break. I want a beautiful sister-in-law, she teased. The word marrying up reminded me of something Shane had said.
By the way, when I mentioned that I have a sister, Emily said she'd like to meet you. As I said this with a sigh, Julia's eyes lit up.
I'd love to meet her too. Plus, it's a perfect chance to find out what movies and places she likes, right? Come on, you like Emily, don't you?
Well, yeah, but our social statuses are worlds apart.
Well, don't be so defeatist. If she loves your handmade music boxes that much, I don't see any problem.
After that, we planned to go see a movie together. The three of us. Emily really took a liking to my sister Julia, even inviting her to visit her home anytime. Furthermore, going to the movies with Julia led to me being able to spend time alone with Emily on weekends. Despite the usual nerves, we found out we had a lot in common, like our taste in music and movies, and we were able to laugh and relax together. Ilkems can meet you one day. I might muster the courage to confess and start dating her. I secretly entertain the thought that such a day might not just be a dream.